Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Um, I'm Mike. This is the Rabbit Hole where we discuss mostly football, jersey unboxings, that kind of thing. I have those videos somewhere in my file if you look me up. But anyway, this is my week 4 picks, or I'm going to do my week 4 picks and then my reviews of week 3, which I didn't do yet. Um, my last video I did a whole presentation with a whiteboard, but I don't think I'm going to do that today. Week 3, um, I guess post game review. Lions over Atlanta. 20 to 6. Jets over Pats 15 to 10. Wow, this was a shocker. Cowboys over. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading this totally wrong. Those were my picks for the day, but obviously it didn't go that way. I'm reading this totally wrong. Okay, week 3 post review. I wanted the Lions. They won 20 to 6. I wanted the Jets over the Pats. Pats won 15 to 10. I wanted the boys over the Cardinals. Cardinals won 28-16. I wanted Pittsburgh over Vegas. Pittsburgh won 23-18. Philadelphia over Buccaneers 25 to 11. I wanted the Rams. Cincinnati won 19-16. I wanted Minnesota over the Chargers. Chargers won 28-24. I wanted the Jaguars over the Texans. Texans won 37-17. I wanted Miami over Denver. Do I got to explain? Miami won 70 to 20. There's not more I could say to that. I wanted Washington over Buffalo. Buffalo won 37-3. I wanted Chicago over Kansas City, which I knew wasn't going to happen, but according to my teams I have to follow this year, I have to, Chicago, I guess. Obviously, Kansas City won 42 to 10. What they're calling the Taylor Swift game, I don't really. That's all a bunch of crap. But the teams I have to follow this year are obviously the Philadelphia Eagles, my hometown, the Jaguars, the Jets, the Lions, the Bears, and Miami Dolphins. So that's why I kind of went Chicago over Kansas City, but whatever. So that was my review of last week's scores. In terms of the games I had access to, Cowboys, Cardinals. Cowboys never showed up. They just never showed the hell up. I don't know what else to say to that. Then, of course, the Patriots, Jets. All right. Division rivals. All right. The Jets are what they are now that they don't have Aaron Rodgers. So, Philadelphia, obviously my hometown, so I'm kind of, I'm happy about that. Kansas City, Chicago, I'm not surprised. Um, but anyway, now let's move on to week 4. Um, Picks, I guess. Um, I wanted the Lions over the Packers on Thursday night, beginning week 4. The Lions won 34-10, or 34-20, excuse me. Then I'm going to go Jaguars in London at 9:30 Eastern time at this point. Jaguars over Atlanta. Jaguars are going to have a bounce back week. Now, this one's going to be hard because it's the division game. Baltimore versus the Browns. The way that the Browns have been playing, they're kind of up and down. But they have their flaws. But without their main running back, Nick Chubb, and the way Watson's been playing, I'm going Baltimore over the Browns. And then I'm going, if Miami can keep their pace up and, the way that they've been playing, they're going to win. They'll make, the playoffs. So I'm going Miami over the Bills. Then Philadelphia over Washington. I'm going Pittsburgh over the Texans. Now, this is going to be funny with this game is J.J. Watt is getting inducted into the Houston Texans Ring of Honor or whatever, but his brother plays on Pittsburgh's defense, so it's kind of like who's going to take the spotlight, right? That's going to be fun. So I'm going Pittsburgh over the Texans, and then involving the Patriots Cowboys, I'm going Patriots over the Cowboys, because if the Cowboys play anything like last week, they're going to lose. And then I wasn't going to mention these two games, but I thought I'd just throw them out there. Kansas City versus the Jets. I know I said I was going to follow the Jets, but I'm going Kansas City because, again, without Aaron Rodgers, the Jets are done. But I understand that that's a team I got to follow, and I get it. But, again, that game's just, I'm going to sit and watch and see what happens. The Chicago-Denver game. Chicago, basically, this is going to be the toilet bowl game. I mean, the way that the Bears played last week, they don't have a chance to win. But the way that Denver played last week, they're not going to win either. So that's why I kind of thought it's just going to be a pick'em. Like, whatever, right? So just to review, my picks for this week are the Lions over Packers, which happened already. The Jaguars over Atlanta. Baltimore over the Browns. Miami over Bills. Philadelphia over Washington. Pittsburgh over Houston. The Patriots over the Cowboys. And of course, the Kansas City Chiefs Jets is going to be a sit and watch game. And Chicago and Denver, like I just said, it's just going to be a see what happens game. But let's talk, honestly, my Super Bowl picks this year was going to be the Eagles and the Jaguars. Obviously, if you're familiar with my channel, obviously the Eagles for the hometown roots. And then, of course, if you followed my channel in the last couple of months, I was a big Jaguars fan back in 95 when they first came out, and I still followed them, but I became a better fan and a true fan when I realized my daughter's school mascot and colors and all that and logo were the Jaguars. Plus, once they got Trevor Lawrence from Clemson, I kind of thought, you know what? I got to follow them even closer now. So, um, so that was my original Super Bowl, the Eagles versus the Jaguars. But at this point, the way that Miami's playing, I'm going Miami Eagles Super Bowl. And I hate to say it, but Miami takes it in the championship. So I'm going Miami Eagles in this year's Super Bowl, and Miami's taking the championship. But the way that the Miami schedule is going, they might go undefeated and win the Super Bowl. And then, of course, the 72 Dolphins, which I wasn't around for. I was born in 1981. But I obviously, if you were born in the last 42 years or even the last 50 years, if you haven't heard about the 72 Dolphins, then you've been under a rock. Anyway, so I really think that the way that the Miami schedule is heating up and going, I think they can maybe go undefeated and get to the Super Bowl and win it. So that is my Super Bowl prediction. Eagles, Dolphins in Super Bowl, and the Dolphins taking it. But my dream Super Bowl, which will never happen, which I don't know why it will never happen, is the Eagles Steelers. Obviously, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, interstate rivals. That would be fantastic. So that is my picks for the day and my info for week 4. So if you like what you see, hit like, subscribe, and if you don't, hit that down button. I don't mind. Uh, and if you're just passing through YouTube and you see this video, I usually check my views the next day or 2 days from now once I'm done downloading this. Even if people view my videos once or one view or whatever or no views, again, I'm thankful for the follow, the review, the support. Again, I'm not in this to make money. I'm not in it to be anybody else on YouTube. I'm not trying to be anybody else on YouTube. I do my channel my way. That's why I call it the rabbit hole, because there are days where I click this camera on and I really don't want to talk sports or show off any of my sports stuff or anything. I just want to just talk because it helps with my mental anxiety. So that's fine with me. But in the last couple of weeks, I have did sell a lot of my hoodies and merchandise, sports merchandise. I kept a few things, selective things. So, because if you are familiar with my channel and looked at my recent videos, it's been about 7, almost 8 months, maybe 4 months from the video I posted about me losing my job after 15 years. And honestly, I'm obviously recovering from it mentally and physically, but the physical pain, of not being there, it was a hard job. Like, I was mentally and physically shot. And they fired me for something I made a mistake on and I screwed up. And I can't take it back. But it's also a learning tool. But after 15 years, the mental part is a little hard to get over. But if you look up my channel, the the rabbit hole with Mike Perillo, you can always find that video and um, check it out, and you will know what I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah, it's been about um, 4 months since I posted that one, and it's been about 8 months since I've been unemployed after 18 years, or not 18 years, after 15 years of hard work and dedication, and I screwed up, and I'll admit that. But, you know, I guess that's just the burden and the cross I gotta bear for the rest of my life, I guess. But anyway, so that is my video for today, my week 4 picks and my review of week 3. So I'm going to sit and enjoy some football today, and I hope to see you in my next one.